Hello everybody, and welcome to Magic the Gathering Arena. Now, maybe not welcome to Magic the Gathering Arena, maybe welcome to Noctum Sky talks about why he loves zombies and undead in general. Maybe that's what this episode should really be called or titled, because I never thought I would like Magic the Gathering. I never thought I'd get into it. I have some friends who are into it and enjoy playing it, and I kind of got pulled into it, and they used the one thing that can always get me into a game, which is there's Necromancy. So, speaking of which, I wanted to show this shirt off because I got this shirt from Psychic Circle Oddities shop, and I love it. I love it. It's a collab. And I love the design. Very comfy shirt. I'll put the link in the description below if you want to go check it out. Please support Susie's shop because it's so cool. And I'm so thankful to have a shirt that's got Necromancy pride on it. So thank you so much. I love it. So let's get into this though, because I just want to talk about zombies today. So look at this one. This is like a 3-headed zombie, and that artwork is awesome. Second of all, look at the artwork of the zombie on the right. I love it. That is one of my favorite zombie token cards, and it's just so cool. It's like you got maybe it's not a 3-headed zombie, it's 3 zombies, but it's someone breaking out of the crypt, so that's pretty cool. Now this is Liliana Steward, so this is like your butler zombie, which I love, and he's a pretty good card because he only costs 1 black mana, but then once you have him, he has an ability where you can sacrifice him and he will make your opponent discard a card, which is super cool and useful, and for 1 mana, a 1/2 zombie, so it's got 2 defense, is really nice. Servants at Vest Manor are chosen for their strong work ethic and respectful demeanor. Being alive is not required. So Liliana is actually, maybe we should go start with that. Maybe we should start with Liliana and talk about her. Liliana Vess is a planeswalker. She is the Necromancer planeswalker. She is amazing. She is wonderful. She is beautiful. She's everything. She's just optimal Necromancer. She's awesome. Liliana Deathmage. So she's been here throughout, as far as I can tell, she's been here throughout the entire series. I don't know if she was there in the earliest days, but as soon as they started doing this, it seems that she came out. This is a pretty cool one. This card essentially is an enchantment that makes all your zombies stronger, and when it comes onto the field, it gives you 2 zombies. So it's just like, I heard you like zombies, so I put zombies in your zombies, and I love it. Ugh, this card I love, and it goes in my historic decks. It's an older one, so but it's very cool. And the quote on it is, "There are so many of them, it seems they've just been waiting for someone to serve." Liliana the Necromancer. Now, I don't have this one. Target player loses 2 life. Return from the graveyard. A lot of these cards are return cards from your graveyard, which obviously, makes sense. I like the ones that just give you zombies, though. This one's really good because it just, you make them. That's every turn you can make a 2/2 black zombie creature. I have not gotten this one yet. So in the newest series, Strixhaven, I think, in the newest release set, whatever, it's all about students and the school, and they made Liliana a professor. So that's pretty interesting, but she's Professor Onyx, but she's still a legendary planeswalker. I've heard tell that she's undercover or something. I'm not 100% sure what that's about. So you got Liliana, very cool. This is one of my favorite cards, period, as well. This is Liliana's Devotee. So this dude is a human warlock who has necromantic effects, so you can see why he's got a special place in my heart. Zombies you control get 1 additional attack, and then if something on your turn dies, at the beginning of your end step, you can create another 2/2 zombie token. And so it's if you have 1 or 2 of these guys on the field, it just lets you crank out zombies, and it's amazing. And the quote on this one is, "Liliana inspires horror in many and fanatical admiration in a few." And I love this guy. Look at him. The art's so cool. I love these zombies. It's such a good card. I love it so much. What else? Liliana's Reaver's cool because it essentially is a card that anytime you attack your opponent directly, when I attack your life points directly, you get to make another zombie. So boom, more zombies. Again, really, that's kind of the thing with zombies and undead is oftentimes you're just looking to make more. Now, the thing is, I will say, Magic does not treat skeletons and zombies the same. This is another good one. He only costs 1 black mana, and he has Death Touch. So that's a great zombie to have on your team, especially if you have zombie buffs, because then he will be buffed up, and he's only 1 mana cost, so that's always something good to have. Ugh. Yes, the bane of a lot of people that I play against. Ghastly Gloom Hunter. This is a zombie bat. This creature, it can fly and it also can suck life out of things. So it's got flying and lifelink, and look at him, he's so cute. And if you cast him like with the kicker, which just means spending more mana to cast them, you can have him start off with like extra attack and extra defense, so it's super cool. Very, very useful. Obviously, Walking Corpse, this is your standard zombie. Costs 2, has 2 attack, 2 defense. Really cool. Feeding a normal army is a problem of logistics. With zombies, it is an asset. Feeding is why they fight. Feeding is why they are fear. Duh. I don't know why I left the ED off of that. Another great card. Murderous Rider. This dude is a zombie knight. He is a knight zombie. So if you have cards that buff knights, it'll buff him. If you have cards that buff zombies, it'll buff him. He's got lifelink. So like when he attacks, he draws some health back for you. When he dies, he just goes to the bottom of your library. He never actually goes away unless he is exiled. So like he can get killed and he'll be fine. He's fine. He also has an adventure ability which you can play before putting him out on the field, where you just destroy a creature and lose some life, but it's a good thing to just get stuff off the board. Very cool card. Lord of the Accursed. Dude, this dude makes all your other zombies better. He is a walking buff for your zombies. He's like, you better be better. You better get good. And plus, he has an ability that if you spend some mana, your zombies get menace until the end of their turn. And that's cool, because then no one can block them, or they have to do a lot of work to block them. Let's see. Scathed zombies, same. Basic zombies. Very cool art. Silver Smoke Ghoul. This is a zombie vampire. Very cool, very interesting. I don't really use him much, but it's still a cool card. This is a Rotting Register. I don't really use it, but it's just a big zombie dinosaur. It's got so much damage and a good amount of health, like holy crap. See, I haven't even used some of these. I haven't used the 2-headed zombie. Undead Servant's cool because for everyone in your graveyard you get more. So you toss one out on the field and let it die, and then when you summon another one, if there is already one dead in the graveyard, it gives you a zombie token. Boneclad Necromancer. So essentially you say, hey, thing in the graveyard that's never coming back anyway, get out of here, and boom, zombie. Necromancy at its finest. Ghoul Caller Giza, or Giza, I'm not sure. Super cool because for every power, you can sacrifice another creature. So say you got a creature with like 3 attack, right? Say you sacrifice it with her on the field, and you will get 3 zombies, and each of them are 2/2, like 2 attack, 2 defense. So like, you know, this is exponential, because then if you, on your next turn, sacrifice one of those zombies that are 2/2, then you get 2 more zombies. So for every attack point, you get a zombie when you use this ability for whatever you're sacrificing. I got some tricks to show y'all too with that, because there is a thing. A lot of sacrifice goes on in some of these. Open the Graves, super cool card. Open the Graves is an enchantment. Whenever a creature that is not a token creature, so it's got to be like a card you drew out of your deck and played, when it dies, you create a zombie. It's just like, boom, automatic. It's beautiful. Oh, this guy. Look at this dude. This is a giant zombie. This is just a big zombie. I never use him, I will admit. I don't actually know what Undergrowth does. It has something to do with how many creatures are in your graveyard. It deals 1 damage to the target opponent for each creature in your graveyard. That's actually really cool. I've never used it. I really should, because it's such a cool card. It's just very expensive to get on the field with 7 mana total. So check this card out. This card goes back to what I was saying earlier about sacrifice. When you play this card and you put it on the field, as soon as you play it, you get a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. So you get a free 1/1 piddly like person to fight, but it's still someone on the field. And whenever a creature you control dies, your opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Now here's why this is interesting. If you are playing a deck with zombies, where you are constantly going to do things like sacrifice or, whatever, exiling doesn't count, they have to die. But if you're going to be sacrificing your own creature cards, this thing is amazing. So say on each turn, I sacrifice one of my creature cards because I'm either trying to activate my Liliana's Warlock guy that makes other zombies if one of mine die, or I'm trying to do Ghoul Collared Geysa, whatever. Every time I do that, they're going to lose a point, and I'm going to gain a point of health. Just the same, every time they kill anything of yours, they are going to lose health, you are going to gain health. If you can get 4 of these on the field, there have been times where people have, killed themselves trying to kill me because they don't actively think about the implications of this. So this is a fun card. Another fun card that's really mean, that is in the similar nature, is Revenge of Ravens. This card, same thing as the last one. Whenever someone attacks, though, period, whether it's blocked or not, if they put their creature to attack you, they lose a point of life and you gain a point. So that pairs really well with the previous thing for a good defense. That's like a good, solid defense. I love those 2 cards. Magic the Gathering does not treat skeletons and zombies in the same vein as far as undead, which, I kind of wish there was something they do, some kind of thing they'd come out with that would make that a thing. Because the thing is, I don't have any cards that are skeletons other than that I use because they don't get buffed like zombies do. Either that or I just haven't found the right thing. However, check this out. This is Sanitarium Skeleton. This skeleton, every time it dies, it only costs 1 to play and it has 2 defense and 1 attack. But every time it dies, you can pay the cost on the card, so 3 mana, and it goes from your graveyard into your hand, and then it only costs 1 to play. So for 4 total mana, you get to get this guy back on the field. So it's just a never-ending skeleton. It never runs out unless it's exiled, which is a different thing. Barrier of Bones, super cool. Look at that art. Freaking love this thing. Never used it, don't have it, but I still love it. I mean, look at that. That's so cool. It's a wall, so it's just it's just there to protect you. I've never seen this dude, but he's so cool. Gutter Bones. So this is another one that you can call back, I guess. But he enters the battlefield tapped, so he's not great at, he's not defensive right off the bat. Reassembling Skeleton. Same idea, from your graveyard to the battlefield, but this is actually even better because this is automatic. He doesn't enter tapped, so yeah. Oh, so cool. It's a skeleton that rebuilt itself. I love him. See, I haven't actually looked through Skeleton. I do love Skeleton Archer. Skeleton Archer, when you put them on the field, they automatically do 1 damage to any target, which is kind of cool because you can just shoot past and attack the enemy directly. There's a bone dragon, that's super cool. Skeleton Soldier, that has some cool effects that go with it. And Moss Pit Skeleton, that's just a pretty artwork. And it's a plant skeleton, which I gotta admit, pretty cool. What I will say is the zombies in this game are just what got me here. Necromancy is the one way to get me into any game, and I will say I love it so much. And I didn't want to take much of your time today. I just wanted to talk here and gush about how much I love the undead that they have in this game. Whether or not you like playing Magic, you got to admit the artwork is really well done, and they have, they're pretty solid on that. So that's what got me into it. Still not my favorite game by far, but any game I could sit down and play as a necromancer makes me very, very happy. So I appreciate you sticking around, hanging out with me today, looking at some Magic the Gathering Arena. If you want to play, go to Magic the Gathering Arena and play for yourself, and you could do it. It's free. So go do that. Have some fun. Go check out Psychic Circle Oddities if you want to get some Necromancy merch. While supplies last, I guess. But thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, my little undead babies, and I will see you at another time. Bye-bye.